Good evening, guys. Here's a video for 5A Part 2 for vertex form. Recall vertex form is going to be y equals a times parentheses x minus h squared plus k. Hk is a vertex. A is the factor by which the graph is vertically either stretched, compressed, or reflected. Okay, so it's going to be vertically stretched if a is going to be bigger than 1. Is going to be compressed if a is less than 1, and it'll be vertically reflected if a is less than 0. Okay, so the a term right there is just going to show how that graph is going to be vertically changed from the parent function x squared. Okay, so the vertex of the parent function we know is 0, 0. So hk in vertex form show the horizontal and vertical translations of the graph. Okay, the vertex is 0, 0, the parent function. So whenever we have an h and a k in vertex form, all it does is show how it vertically translates, kind of goes, or vertically or horizontally translates, I should say. And it goes back to what we did way back in Unit 1 with transformations. Okay, so here's an example here. So we have a quadratic function that's translated 1 unit to the right and 3 units up. Okay, well, if it's translated 1 unit to the right and 3 units up, the vertex is not going to be 0, 0 anymore. The vertex is going to be 1, 3. All right, the vertex is going to be 1, 3. Vertical stretch by a factor of 2. Well, that means A is going to be equal to 2 rather than 1. So when we plug that into our vertex form, y is equal to 2 x minus 1 squared plus 3. And that's how you would write that in vertex form. Okay, and it's really that simple. Okay, translated 1 unit to the right and 3 units up makes a vertex 1, 3. And so x minus 1 squared. And then we have plus 3 on the outside because 1, 3. 1 is h and 3 is k. Plug them into the formula up there. Okay, that's the first part. So go ahead and try the practice problems out. Pause the video right here and try the practice problems out because I'm immediately going to go to the next part. Okay, next part, writing an equation in vertex form. So if we want to write an equation in vertex form, we need to fill in numbers for a, h, and k. If we're given a vertex and a point, we can solve for a and plug it back in. Okay, so example problem right here. So a quadratic is a vertex at 3, 4 and a point at 0, -5. Okay, again, vertex form, y equals a times x minus h squared plus k. I'm going to erase this and clean it up just a little bit here. So in this equation in vertex form, there's really 5 variables. There's y, a, x, h, k. Okay, there's y, a, x, h, and k. If they give us a vertex, again, the vertex is hk. If they give us another point, like 0, -5, well, there's our x and our y. We could plug those into this equation to find a. Okay, so what we have here is -5 can go in for y. We don't know what a is, so we'll leave it open. Here we have x minus h. Okay, x minus h. So our x is 0, because that's the one point that we have, minus h, which is 3. We square it, plus k, which is 4. Whoops, it should be 4. And now all we need to do ladies and gentlemen, is sort of simplify this out. Okay. Um, so what happens is we will minus 4 and minus 4. We've got to get a by itself. Negative 5 minus 4 is negative 9. And then we have a times negative 3 squared. So we have 0 minus 3 squared, so a times negative 3 squared. I'm running out of room, so I'm going to come over here. So we have negative 9. Negative 3 squared is 9, so what we're going to have is negative 9 equals 9 times a. So as we solve this out, to solve for a, we divide by 9, get a by itself. A equals negative 1. Okay, so we filled in all the variables in our vertex form except for a, because they didn't give us an a. They gave us an h, k, an x, and a y. So we plug in y, x, h, and k. We plug those numbers in. Then we just do algebra to get a by itself. Okay, in this scenario, a is negative 1. So now when we want to write the equation, again, we use this 0, negative 5 to get a, which was negative 1. So the equation, remember, y equals a, which is negative 1, times x minus h, which would be x minus 3, squared, plus k, which would be plus 4. So that's our final actual equation right there. Y equals negative 1 times x minus 3 squared plus 4. So first step, we had to solve for a. That was the first step. Second step, okay, once we get a, negative 1, we plug it back in. So we have our a, and then we plug in our h and k from our vertex form. Okay, so you could try these next two right here. Number 3 we can't really do. So numbers 1 and 2 on our notes right there. And then we can do 6 through 11 on the bottom on the next page. Okay, let me know if you have any questions, and y'all have a good day.